Right, today we're going to be talking about SRS, stationary rope system, formerly known as SRT. Obviously you have MRS as well, moving rope system, which we knew before was double rope system. The reason we're looking at SRS today is because it's good for accessing the tree. If you don't want to climb around the tree, it's a good way to save your energy, especially in these hot summers, to get up into the tree. UK and I believe Sweden now are on 2 rope systems, and this makes it a lot easier to manage when you're climbing up in the canopy, just having 2 ropes instead of the 4 from the double rope system. So let's have a look into it and how we're going to set it up. So starting it off, we're going to look at the rope wrench. Personal favourite of mine, I've been climbing on it for years. Creator was Kevin Bingham. He figured out that by putting a bit of a curve in the top here, so you've got a kink in it, it's actually taking a bit of the load, meaning that now the hitch can work, it's consistent. Before that, your hitch would bite because the load would be on too much. It wasn't a consistent feeling to it. So yeah, Kevin came up with this design, and yeah, we're gonna have a look, see what you need to use it. Right, so today we're gonna demonstrate setting up the wrench. There's loads of different devices on the market. We're going to have a look at them at the end of the video, but I'm going to do the wrench because I love it. So first of all, you're going to need a rope wrench. Second of all, a carabiner. I tend to use an oval, personal preference, but oval carabiner. Third, you're going to need a pulley. Here we have the DMM triple attachment pulley. Fourth, you're going to need a prusset cord. This is going to give us friction to be able to work on this system. So personally, I start with my wrench. There's a slick pin here. You just pop out, push it onto the rope, close the slick pin. Now I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Second of all, I normally do my friction hitch first. I tend to use a catalyst. You can see from how I tie it that it means that it's hands-free once you've tied it. So that's the catalyst tied. Just testing it, dressing it. Looks sweet. So now I can forget about that stuff. Concentrate on getting my pulley and my carabiner. So a pulley I'll put underneath. Put the 2 legs either side. Grab my wrench, that'll go inside those 2 legs, and then the oval will just capture all that system in one. I turn my carabiner upside down. Now the reason for this is it makes it easier on and off. Now I've got all that configured, I just simply open it up, put my gate in, and I'm away. Makes it nice and easy. So that's that climbing system. Like I said, at the end we're going to have a look at a load of other different designs and features to them, but we're going to start off where it all started with Kevin Bingham. We'll start off with the wrench. So let's have a look at the other systems that we'll need for SRS. So let's have a look at the other devices you're going to need to make this system work. Obviously you can't just pull arm over arm and just drag it up with you. You're going to need some other devices to go with it. So let's have a look into them. First of all, we've got the foot ascender. This is a CT, but there's loads of different designs out there. I believe Notch do one, I believe Camp's got one, loads of different foot ascenders. My personal thing that I can tell you is I would get something with a locking gate. As you can see here, the locking gate keeps it closed. Where we're climbing up through branches, debris, if twigs are hitting it, that's stopping it from opening. If it hasn't got that locking device, your rope can come out. That is extremely frustrating if it keeps popping out. So if you can get a locking device, it's ideal. From there, we're going to have a look into the chest harness. As you can see here, this is a bit of an old one. A few companies are making them, but on this, we're going to clip that into our climbing system, and you'll see in a bit why it's so crucial. But you're going to need a chest harness and probably a carabiner. little snappy of some sort. Personally, I'd go for a locking one, so either a screw gate or an auto lock. Same thing, you don't want it coming halfway open when you're going up, because that'll weaken the carabiner a lot and you could bend it. What we need now is a knee ascender. I've got a Hass here. It's pretty simple. It comes out of the bag like this. I've put a three-way carabiner on the end because it just means that if any debris goes in there, it's not going to open it. Like I said about the chest, if it opens it, it weakens the carabiner. So like this, you're losing a lot of strength. Snappy carabiners aren't great. We're in debris. We're going through branches, ivy maybe. Could push it open. Two things, carabiner could bend, or it could just come off your foot loop. Looking at the foot loop, we're going to want to connect this lower carabiner to a foot loop. There's lots of different designs of foot loops. I've got our pros on here because we're just pruning today. And you just clip it into there. From there, we have a bungee that comes out the top. This is backed up in here. It goes down, round a pulley and back up to give maximum bungee. Personally, I normally clip this under my bridge and I'll clip it to my chest harness. So that's the system set up basically. We've got our foot ascender, our knee ascender, our climbing equipment and our chest harness. Let's have a look how we can put all these items together to make it nice and easy to go up the tree. Here's our climbing system. We've got all our accessories set up. Let's put it all together so we can make a climbing system to climb the rope. First things first, the most important thing, our life support. We want to clip that in, take in some slack and just weight it. Make sure there's no creep. We're happy with what the knot's doing. Yeah, I'm good with that. From there, I'll normally grab my knee ascender, clip that into the bottom of the boot or a foot loop. On these are the Arborist, as I said before, we've got foot loops built in. So we've got that on. I'll bring that up under my bridges normally. That's my personal preference. You can put it into the side D or wherever, but clip it into where you feel comfortable. Before clipping that on, I normally do my foot ascender. Right, to drag the system up the rope with us, we're going to put our chest harness in. That's why I like the triple attachment, because it gives you an extra hole to clip that in. From there, I'll put my knee ascender in. So now we have a system. It's a nice little tip to you, because I'm going to show you what will happen if you just go straight off the ground like this. So I'm going to go up. As you can see, the rope's not falling through the foot ascender. So I normally take a couple of paces, just get up off the ground a bit, pull a bit of slack through, and I'll tie a marlin. In this marlin, I'm going to clip in some throw weights. Now the rope's weighted, it means that as I move up, the rope's going to fall through the cams. We're in the UK, so in the UK, as I said earlier, we climb on two systems. So I'm going to be using the Notch Vertec, because I personally find it just slides up the rope nice and smoothly as you're working your way up. Right, let's put this all together and see how it looks. So, I've stood up in the system. I'm just going to take little steps, keeping my weight to the front. I don't want to be leaning back like this. I want to be upright, little steps to save energy. And you can see how that knee ascender doesn't hit the foot ascender. So that's the whole purpose to it. If we had two foot ascenders, they'd be just smashing against each other. But obviously the knee ascender's set slightly higher. So let's say I've got to my designated point in the canopy. I want to go and do some work. I'm canopy tied off, so there's no rope along the stem that I could potentially cut by accident. I just simply unclip all my stuff. Make sure my rope wrench is engaged. Make sure my run is engaged. Now I can come down and do the work I want to do. Personally, I normally get the systems into one hand, give me another hand to move around the tree. I can get around, do my work, think, oh, I'm all done here, I can simply clip that knee ascender, foot ascender and system back in again, move up to my next branch. If you're not comfortable on SRS, it's a good way to get into the tree. You access up into your anchor point, get your double rope, set up a system and climb around the tree with your double rope. You can always leave an access line in the tree, so if there is a problem, your ground staff can come out and rescue you. Let's have a look at some of the different systems we've got on the market. So chest harnesses, there's loads of different designs out there. You can go from the recoil Hydro Pack through to the notches one. I like the little simple ones because they're lightweight. I do like the recoil, but obviously in the hot weather. And foot ascenders, there's loads of different models. You've got the ISC, sorry. You've got CT, which is my personal preference, it's a small one. The locks down, Pets also do them. Harkin do one. There's loads out on there. We're not going to really go into those because, well, it's just a foot ascender. Chest harness is personal preference. Let's have a look at the knee ascenders. I think we'll start off with the Haas, the one we just used in the demonstration. Carabiner you'll have to get separately. This also comes in a foot loop edition. It's quite simple. In the back here, you've got two tubes. You've got one leg of elastic here. It'll come down the spine. In here's a little pulley. Goes around that pulley, comes back up, and it's terminated in there. So if the elastic does go, you can replace it. It's a nice, simple design. So that's the Haas. From there, I'd go to the Saka. It's a nice, compact little system. It folds up. This does come with the carabiners. Simply undo the elastic and it unfolds. Same sort of design as the Haas, it just hasn't got the pulley in it. You've got a loop up this end, and then at the opposite end you have the two terminations. So if it is a bit too long for you, you're not getting enough reaction, you can reduce these by just bring the stopper knot down. And that's the Saka. So from there, we've got the DMM design. Basically, it's called the tendon. It's a piece of elastic that goes in the tube. From there, goes all the way around the back of the harness. And the other end's here, terminated. This one though, most people are making their own homemade foot ascenders of this. So we've got a Camp Turbo chest harness here. Bit of Dyneema splice to it, with a snappy on the end. And basically, you clip that into that one there. Like I said, I normally go underneath my bridge, but then that goes to your foot loop, and there's your system. If you want it a little bit more reactive, you can clip that other carabiner in there, and that's how that one works. It's a nice, simple design and light. Right, from there, should we have a look at some of the climbing systems that's out on the market? So, different SRS systems. We've got a few here to just give you a quick show, a quick talk about. Obviously, we've been talking about the wrench and how it worked, creating a kink in the top here so that makes the friction hitch more consistent. Without that, it'll be biting a lot. If we go from that, let's go to the FTC Frisian. Pretty much the same construction, but we've got a real soft tether. At the top here, we've got different frictions that we can create. So we can go soft, medium, or hard. There's two buttons either side. You just press them, pull it down. Now you can see it's into the soft. Nice one about this is that you can actually open it up, pop that off. Because it's just lark's footed on, you can actually take this system off completely if you really want to. Meaning that now, if we're at the top of the tree, we could untie our canopy and put in a cambium saver, and we're off. Cambium saver comes down, so we get our spliced eye, and we'll clip it into one of these eyes in this triple attachment, That means we've got a double rope system. So that's actually quite a handy bit of kit to be able to do that. From there, I think we'll probably go to the rope runner. Right, this is the next model. This is the Vertec. But same again, it's working on pop button technology. So you press both of them, opens up, and you can feed your rope in. You've got another two here. This one at the bottom here slides across, and you press the button here, and that will open up, making it quite quick to get on and off midline attachable. So the Akimbo, nice small device. This works with these two cams, creating a kink when it's loaded, as you can see. It's quite an interesting device. You open it right up, and you can see the rope lays in between them. Quite a simple way to set up the system. Midline attachable. Also here, you've got adjustment points. So when you open it up, you can turn that cam to create more friction or less friction. It's down to whatever rope you're using, really. So if you're using a fatter rope, you might want a bit less friction. If you're using a skinny rope, you want a bit more friction. So that's the Akimbo. It's got a little built-in clip here, so you can clip that into your chest harness. Then the one that everybody's talking about, the Blackbird. This works on a cam in the middle here. And this trigger here, up and down, will open it up. So I've had a few climbs on it, and personally, if you open it up, you're going to go into free fall. So it's worth getting used to it on the floor first. To open this one up, we've just got one button here. Press that, flip that one open, press it again, and the device opens up. As you can see, it comes down. You've got a friction bollard here, you've got another friction bollard here. Close it up. When you get up to the top, it'll be like this if you've SRT'd up. So what I suggest, you just give that trigger a little twitch. Now bring the arm up and it's engaged. So these are some of the systems you can use for SRS. Everyone's different. It's worth trying them out first. You might have someone at work that's got a lot of equipment, might be climbing on one of these, and you think, you know what, I wouldn't mind having a go on that. Just ask them, see if you can have a go at lunchtime. Or even better, you can come into the shop where we've got ropes there. You can spend as long as you want in there, trying out each system to see which one's perfect for you. Some people like hitches, some people like mechanical devices. Some people want to go from their single rope system into a double rope. So there's loads of different ways you can do it. I'm hoping that this video maybe gave you a little bit of insight, if you don't know much about SRS, into the way it works. And you know, hopefully we'll see you in the shop. If you like it, give it a little tick, and we'll see you next time.